Dr. Love coming for them cheeks, low key. Dr. Love was low key coming for them cheeks. So, what is good? I mean, what is really good, my people? It is your UK Trottler brother, Dr. Blake, the darkest man around. And I will be talking about, I was going to say One Piece Burning Blood, but I'll be responding to Dr. Love 307's video. So, get your fried chicken, get your Kool-Aid, and sit them cheeks down, because you definitely know, this UK Trottler brother will be going ham on this video. So without further ado, let me just get on with this. So, first of all, before I start this video, this has been a long ass time since I've done back-to-back Dragon Ball videos. It's been a long ass time since I've done back-to-back Dragon Ball videos. And this is purely for the fact that I feel with Dragon Ball Super, with all this stuff that's really happening with Dragon Ball, there's not really that much to talk about. And the reason why I'm saying this is purely, most of the topics I've seen, they feel like they seem to be forced on topics. And this kind of links to the whole clickbait in terms of using Q&As. Q&As for some channels have become 90% of their content. It's become majority of the stuff that they do. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Answering questions for your subscribers. But titling a whole video saying Super Saiyan 5 Goku versus Beerus, who will win? Q&A as well. You guys didn't know that? It was a Q&A, not actual discussion video. It was a Q&A. Stuff like that kind of pees me off, because you got 20-minute long ass videos here, not even putting a timestamp on where it is, not even saying Super Saiyan 5 Goku versus Beerus, my favorite anime character. You don't even title it like it's a Q&A. There are people out there that do Q&A titles really well, like Geekdom, like Rhyme Style. They make you know that it's actually a Q&A before you even clicked on the video, so you know what you're getting into. And he puts the number of the date that the Q&A is released, which is also good. So when it comes to some people that clickbait in terms of Q&A, I don't think they're meaning to clickbait, or if they are, you guys are so damn scummy. You guys are so damn scummy for doing that, because at the end of the day, I know you guys are kind of like, for some people that are obligated to do Dragon Ball content, they're kind of one-dimensional when you kind of really think about it, because they can't really do anything. All they can really do is based around Dragon Ball. But for people that don't really have to do Dragon Ball, like, branch your horizons, watch new anime, do other stuff on your channel, come back to Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball will always be there to be discussed. You just don't need to force topics. Like, topics will come. There's no need to force it. Like, I've always been in, I remember when I was in that situation when I was forcing topics with Dragon Ball. But then I thought about it. I don't need to do that. I don't need to force topics regarding Dragon Ball. All I need to do is just relax, do other stuff, then come back to Dragon Ball when I feel need to discuss it. So, as a whole, people clickbaiting with Dragon Ball, me, personally, I find it kind of funny. I find it kind of hilarious. At first, it made me annoyed. But then I looked into it, I was like, I'm just not going to watch the videos. There's some people that I consistently watch, like Rhyme Style, like Geekdom. Those are the main two I consistently watch, because they do interesting discussions. Whereas with Geekdom, he gives me information that I did not know, interesting facts, things that are interesting to know about Dragon Ball, which I always like. It always helps me like know more about Dragon Ball, which is always a good thing. But there's people out there that are clickbaiting purely for the fact that majority of their content is Dragon Ball, and the way they clickbait, it's not the fact that they clickbait. Obviously, it's a Q&A. Like, you see the little Q&A stamp in the corner. Do you know that one bit in that one episode is SpongeBob? Yeah, that one episode in SpongeBob when Mr. Krabs typed in money back guarantee, but it was so tiny that you have to bare squint your eyes just to see it. That's what it's like with the whole clickbaiting situation. It's like that with the whole Q&A situation. It's like that with the whole situation that's going on with Dragon Ball channels. I don't feel like, okay, I somewhat feel like they're on the decline, but it's done in a way that the reason why they're on the decline is purely for the fact that they're forcing topics when topics don't need to be forced. Like, there's so much stuff you can do with Dragon Ball. There's so much stuff you can do as a whole. You don't need to force yourself. You don't need to strap them cheeks down by force and make that video. You don't need to strap them cheeks down by force. There's so much stuff you can do if your name is not something to do with Dragon Ball, if your name is not really centered around Dragon Ball. Crap, I burped. There's so much stuff you can do if your name is not centered around Dragon Ball. There's so many stuff you can do, which majority of people that are sub to you for you, that watch you for you, they are also gonna stick there and sit there for the ride, because that's the reason why they sub to you, because they enjoy your content, they enjoy you as a person. So when you make Super Saiyan 5 Goku versus Beerus and topics like that, and you don't even put timestamps on where it is, that's kind of scummy, because you kind of made the video like it's centered around that, but it's not centered around that. There's so many other questions, and you pretty much have people trying to skip through to see what their response is to that. I don't know when this situation started, but in my opinion, I feel like it needs to start, like with me and Dragon Ball will always be a thing in my channel. Like I've said this many times, I'm not gonna force myself to do Dragon Ball content. That's why you see One Piece, that's why you see Naruto, that's why you see other stuff on my channel, to give myself a breather from Dragon Ball, to make myself not obligated to do Dragon Ball, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, this has been the video. I agree with Dr. Love 307. People need to calm down on the clickbait in the terms of Q&As. People need to calm down. People need to relax them cheeks. Sit them cheeks down and just relax. And just the topics will come. That's what I'm saying. But anyways, guys, so please comment and subscribe. I know I say this all the time, but at the end of the day, we gotta stop this clickbait. Please leave a like, rating if you enjoyed this video, and yeah, catch you next one, guys. Bye.
Work.